Hey guys, how are you all doing? I hope you are doing well. So, welcome to my channel, and today I have an interesting topic. I'm just going to be telling you about things that I've learned living here in Australia. Yes, I'm Zambian, but I live in Melbourne, Australia. So I'm gonna be telling you things that I've learned living here in Australia. So if you come across this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on your notification so you can get notified every time I post a video. So yes, let's go into it. So yes guys, so let's talk about these topics. So I'm going to talk about the education system here, and then a bit of transportation, public transport, and also about healthcare. Yes, so I'm going to start with education, guys. So when I talk about education, it starts from secondary going to college. So I'm going to talk about secondary. So usually here in Australia, if you are, I think, 13 years and above, you are allowed to work. And this is so good. One thing I love about that, because it shapes kids into responsible adults, and they can also learn the value of money, and they can also they're gonna grow up and they know that they need to work to earn their money. And also because they will have pocket money, so it's not every time like the parents will be giving them money. They can also have their own independence. For example, they want to go and hang out with their friends, they want to go to the movie, they won't just say ask for it from their parents. They can also take their own money, and they can do things on their own. So like in my country, you can only start work when you have an NRC. An NRC is a national registration card that you acquire. I think you get the NRC when you're, if I'm not mistaken, it's 16 or 18. And most of the time you can only find your first job when you are done with your secondary, and you can only mostly acquire when you have a grade 12 certificate, which is a certificate that you get after you finish your year 12. So yes, so you see the difference. And then yes, so I'm gonna talk about public transport. So public transport here in Melbourne, we have mostly three common public transport, and also in my country we have the same transport system, but they just work a little bit different. So here in Australia, most of the time when you get on a public transport, you have to tap your card just by entry. You tap and then you go in and you sit. And there is also something here they call priority seats, and these priority seats are for those people who are mostly elderly, pregnant women, and also people who have special needs, like people who are in wheelchairs and so forth. So those are priority seats. Because I have a little one, I have a baby, so most of the time when I'm using public transport, maybe I want to go somewhere with my kids, every time I enter, with my pusher, with my pram, if somebody is sitting in the priority seat, they will respectfully move, and I'm gonna sit there, because those are the seats, those are the seats for the people, like for the people who have got strollers, people who have wheelchairs, and people who are elderly. So yes, and like back home in my country, we usually use buses, and mostly we have two types. There are a bit smaller ones and there are a bit bigger ones, and mostly we only have like normal chairs, and everyone can just sit anywhere. And about the paying method, you can only pay to a conductor who usually is in the bus with the driver. They collect money. If you need change, they'll give you tell them where you're going, and they'll drop you there. But here, if you are going somewhere, you don't even need to tell the driver. You can just press on the stop button, and then you get dropped here. So this is how our system work differently. Yes. And then about the hospital as well, the health system here, it's so good, be it a private hospital, be it a government hospital. I was sick because I had my baby last year, and my pregnancy was a difficult pregnancy, and the hospital system here, guys, it is so good. Like, they prioritize your health. There is even a system where you can just sit at home and call the nurse. There's nurse on call. You can call and ask questions. If you're not feeling well, they will advise you to tell you what you can do at home, or they will recommend you to go to your GP, which is like a family doctor, or even to go to the emergency, depending on how you are feeling. Yes. And also, like back home in my country, if you are sick, you just have to go to the doctors. Yes. And then most of the time, like I've seen, you actually get treated better back home if you are using a private hospital than a public hospital. Yes, guys. So these are the topics that I just wanted to to talk to you about. And if you have anything that you want me to talk about here, things in Australia, please feel free to drop it in the comment section. I'll be able to come and talk to you guys about it. Otherwise, I just want to say thank you so much for your time, and also thank you so much for subscribing to this channel, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. God bless you and take care.